groovy people, this is the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon, and I welcome you to this week's video, the return of the Shimi. I'm grasping at straws here, you guys. I'm actually referencing the character, the main large character that I am sketching. I will be sketching on 2 different pieces of paper. I am doing a 2-page spread. It'll all come together in the end, but you won't get to see the ink version of it until the end of the video. So, spoiler warning! For anyone here from the revamp, I'm going to be talking about the original Dark Horse, and I'm going to be talking about Act 4 and Act 5 and Act 6. Not of the revamp, but what's up on Comic Fury. So if you don't want any spoilers about what's been going on, click off of the video now. You can go watch another video if you like, or, you know, just come back maybe next week if you like. This page, these characters, they're all from my free Not Safe for Work webcomic Dark Horse, link in the description. As a bit of a recap, we last saw Shimiko dropping our heroes off at the shopping mall, so Rina's mom wouldn't flip the fuck out for her lying about where they were going, what they were doing, and for being late for pickup time. Dudes, seriously, remember, this is like 1999, and most people didn't have a cell phone, so if you missed being picked up, it could be a big deal. I mean, you had to, you know, so no one had the cell phone in the car, so you'd have to wait until they maybe got home unless they got out of the car and were walking around the mall trying to find you. It would be a mess. So yeah, if you missed your pickup time in your place, you could get into some serious trouble if your parents were, like, not lenient. Anyway, gosh, I remember when my dad was finally issued a cell phone. You guys, word of Wednesday, literally, this thing was so large, it was in a suitcase, and he had to have it because he was like chief of surveys. I think I was in high school by the time he got, maybe not. I don't remember when he got that. But anyway, it was huge, and the battery pack was huge. Man, cell phones used to look weird. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of one, because some of you younger folks, which not under 13, but like younger. I'm in my 30s, so anyway, maybe you guys haven't seen that, so I'm gonna post that. Anyway, Shimiko. She's beginning to shimmy. No. This week we see the return of Shimiko, and boy, she sure seems nonplussed by, you know, that dead body that's impaled in front of her. She's more concerned with, you know, people traveling back in time than she is people getting murdered by someone who's gonna be her comrade, her companion. And her timing's just perfect too. You know, after promising in Act 5 that she was gonna spare the intruders and not, you know, give them the touch of death, you know, it's just a little weird that she arrives just a minute too late to save Renshaw, Or maybe I'm just planting suspicions as a red herring. Who knows? You're gonna have to find out. Maybe it is just a coincidence. I don't know. Actually, I do know. You know I know. At any rate, I just want to clarify a couple of things. Wow, I'm really goofy tonight, you guys. Okay, it's been a while since we've seen her. So, again, recap. Act 4 and 5 of the original, we learn that Shimiko has been tasked by someone. She says a god. She says the gods, but she admits she only talked to one, to guard the time and space continuum. Sorry, that should have been the word of Wednesday. Primarily, her job is to stop people from time traveling. She also is the keeper of the Obsidian Lotus, and according to her, is by extension guarding, or is, it's not clear, she could be it, but she says she's guarding all of the 7 seals placed upon the Dark Horse. I say all because until Rina's crystal was revealed, she was the only one really guarding the seals on him, because all the others had been killed. They become immortal, so, I mean, she's immortal. Okay, maybe they don't become immortal. All you know is that she is old as shit, and she's still alive guarding the seal, so take from that what you will. And as keeper of the Crystal Lotus, she is also expected, as all of the keepers of the Crystal Loti spectrum, she's tasked with protecting the other guardians of the seal. You know, it's their job to protect each other, and she has a little bit of guilt. I mean, a little bit. She feels very guilty that the other 6 died, and I'm not gonna get into that because it's like the next series. It's after Dark Horse, so we'll get into that later. In this case, she's going to have to try to protect Rena, which she didn't know Rena was in trouble because she's not psychic, but she's also, of course, going to be protecting Kana, and now Odysseus is on the team with the Emerald Lotus, so just kind of bringing you up to speed, which you probably are already up to speed. So it's very important to Shimiko that time is not altered. I don't have time in this video to get into all that would be a problem if somebody went back in time and changed the timeline. I mean, things would become so unpredictable. But the other thing is that we don't even know if time can be altered. If Odysseus had not gone back in time to try to kill Kana, she still would have healed the world and then gotten possessed. And now that he has gone back in time to try to kill Kana, she is still going to heal the world and get possessed. So time travel is forbidden for several reasons, and it's really one of her primary jobs to make sure that people aren't time traveling. And now she's been gathering up Oshin, and not by coincidence, now she's at Mia's house picking up the other three. But yeah, she'll probably have to take the dead body with her. But the other thing is, why she's been gone is because she's giving Kana and Rena time to think about it. She mentions she didn't say how much time, but at her parting ways with them in Act 5, she was planning on giving them maybe 2 to 3 days to think about it tops. But she's actually running into them much sooner than she herself had anticipated, because the magic wielded by Renshaw had gotten her attention, and she knew that was negative energy, and so she figured that was probably where the other three had gotten to. So she is intentionally not here for this massive battle, not just for plot convenience, but she actually was away from the story for reasons. Legitimate reasons. So one thing that with the revamp I am trying to amend my major pitfall, one of many, having no like time or dates or anything. I really should have said that this was the next day. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I should remember. I think I just said Mia's house. Well, at any rate, I'm really trying to make sure that the time travel and the passage of time is mapped out, because when I was first doing it, I really didn't do it very closely, and I think that it's confusing, especially when you're dealing with time travel. Just the passage of time in general in comics, and even film or books, But I'm trying to start labeling, Back to the Future, back in 1999, back in December of 2002, trying to do things like that so that people can keep track of where things are in the timeline. So yeah, that's all for this week, folks. Thank you to my new subscribers. I actually got, you guys actually joined up a couple videos back. I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I should have. I forgot. So thank you. Next week, I'm either doing March's Q&A, or I'm gonna do the Dark Horse Origins Part 2. I did Part 1 back in December. It's on the back burner right now, but I would kind of like to do that before we move. Right now, we're kind of knee-deep in boxes and packing, and oh my god, we gotta be out of here. There's so much work we gotta do, but I think I want to do either that or the Q&A next week. Question of the week. What is your favorite time travel story? It can be a book, movie, TV series, an album. Hell, I'm sure there's plenty of prog rock albums out there. Concept albums. If I could cheat, I would say my favorite would be Yellow Submarine. But really, The Sea of Time was only in one scene, so maybe that's cheating. I guess I could say Doctor Who I really like. I'm really behind on that. Or Service Call, which is a short story by Philip K. Dick. He's one of my favorite authors. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, of course. Or maybe Terminator 2. I don't know. There's so many really good time travel stories out there. So, I don't know. But what's yours? Share that below. If you want to show me some love with money, you can. You can't buy me love, but if you want to throw money at me, I'll take it. I'm just kidding, you guys. The support links are down below if you feel like throwing some dosh this way. I don't. It's fine either way. Or you can like, sub, and do the bell thing. That's always groovy. Until next week, peace and love, fare you well, and keep on trucking.